Happy August. We are well into summer at this point in DFW, and it's been a hot one. Like, unbearably hot. Like, oppressively, painfully hot. But that's not what this video is about. This is the point in the year that families are getting ready for school to start. People are fitting in that last minute vacation. Personally, we just went down to float the river in New Braunfels. It was amazing. And everyone is starting to look towards the rest of the year and the big plans and decisions that they want to move forward with before the year is over. So, naturally, for some people, that involves moving houses. Welcome to my August 2023 update and mid-year predictions for the Dallas-Fort Worth housing market. I'm Chase Hansen, your DFW Realtor. Every month I'm here unpacking what it's really like for home buyers and sellers today and explaining the top factors influencing the housing market, where it's at, and where it's going so you can be informed whether you're moving, thinking about moving, or may move someday. In this video, I'm going to be sharing where I believe the housing market is going the rest of this year and what that means for home buyers and sellers, all based on the research from top experts in the industry. If you find these videos helpful or learn anything new, all I ask is you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. For home advice, you can also contact me directly through my email listed in the video description. I'd love to help you out. And let me know in the comments, what's your biggest question about the DFW housing market in the next year? Alright, to start, I want to give you a sense of where the market is right now in my segment called Market Watch. This is the part of the update where I give you the up-to-date numbers on the housing market and home values. The most recent report for the North Texas housing market says the median home price is $386,000. For Dallas, it's $452,500, and for Worth, it's $342,000. Now, we are moving into what's typically a more chill part of the year for the housing market, but as I'll share in a bit, I don't think it'll stay that way. So let's talk about it. These are my top 3 predictions for the housing market for the second half of 2023 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. First, I expect mortgage rates to begin dropping in the final months of this year. Now, this is a long time coming. We have been seeing mortgage rates sit steady around 7% all year as the Federal Reserve has continued their fight with inflation. Now, inflation numbers have been looking a lot better, and whether they stop raising their base rate this month or next month, all the experts agree that the end is near. But don't take my word for it. This is what the president of the Mortgage Bankers Association, David Stevens, said recently in an interview. He said that their forecast for mortgage interest rates is ending the year below 6%, so in the high 5% range, and getting down into the high 4% range by the end of 2024. Now, I don't know if I expect rates to drop that much by the end of this year, but he thinks the Fed will cause a small recession, which will make rates drop faster. I'm hoping we can avoid that, but the overall picture he predicts is a more open buying and selling environment with more accessible and stable interest rates. My second prediction, I expect home prices to more or less stay level the rest of the year. Now, you may hear that and think, well, don't they always do that? No, actually. In most normal years, housing prices peak in May or June and then fall a bit through the rest of the year since most people don't really move around the holidays. And then the price cycle starts over in January. So what I'm saying is I don't think prices are going to fall as much as they typically would because when mortgage rates start falling, there's going to be a short window where people can save a tiny bit more money on their monthly payment but not have to do an all-out bidding war. My guess, and it is just a guess, I don't have a crystal ball, is that will probably be in October and November. And so if we see prices stay about what they are now the rest of the year, that is actually pre-rumblings for my next prediction. My third prediction, I expect next year to be a much more fast-paced housing market than this year. And I'm not the only one. All the real estate experts are preparing for the 2024 market to be a pretty strong one, and then the same thing to be true for 2025. Why is that? Well, it's just math. Mortgage rates have been higher this year than the several years before, so a lot of buyers have waited for cheaper payments, and a lot of sellers have waited because they want to buy with cheaper payments for their next house. So that's a dam that's waiting to spill over as soon as people see mortgage rates move lower in a sustained way. So, if the experts are right about my first prediction, then they'll be right about this third prediction. So my advice, if you're a buyer who can buy at the current rates, you'll probably have less competition and lower prices if you buy now and refinance in a year or two. There's times that isn't the answer, so let's talk about what's right for you, but for some people there's real opportunity here to make the most of a market transition. Those are my predictions for the second half of this year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Agree? Disagree? Questions? Let me know. And if you're thinking of buying or selling a home and want to talk specifics, my email is in the description, or you can DM me on Instagram. I'd be happy to help you whether you're moving now or later. My job is to help you to get the best price for your house and make it as easy as possible for you. So let's talk. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Again, my name is Chase Hansen, a realtor serving the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.